Millions of years ago, human life began on Earth in caves. These dark, sheltered spaces offered protection from the elements, predators, and the unpredictable world outside. Who knows, perhaps one day, humans will look back at our time on Earth and make a similar statement about life on the Moon. Yes, you read that correctly, the Moon. For the first time ever, scientists have uncovered the existence of a cave on the Moon, an underground tunnel hidden beneath its surface. This is one of the most extraordinary discoveries in decades and could change everything we know about space exploration. In fact, it could change humanity's future. 15 years ago, a Japanese probe orbiting the Moon found something strange. Amidst the countless craters scattered across the lunar surface, it spotted a peculiar hole in the landscape. But this wasn't just another crater caused by an asteroid impact. This was something completely different, a dark, mysterious pit that seemed to lead deep beneath the surface of the Moon. This wasn't just a dent in the ground, it was a doorway into a hidden world below. Since then, over 200 similar holes have been spotted, and the excitement has only grown. These aren't just simple craters, they're potential gateways into the unknown, secret tunnels hidden beneath the Moon's dusty exterior. But why is this discovery so important, and why is China preparing to explore these sites? In recent years, China has made significant strides in space exploration, particularly with their successful lunar missions. While much of the media focuses on controversies like space debris, China has quietly been advancing toward its goal of becoming a dominant space power. From the Tiangong space station to their successful Change lunar missions, China's ambitions are clear, and they plan to make history with a manned lunar landing by 2030. Now, the discovery of these mysterious pits adds another layer to China's lunar aspirations. But what exactly are these strange holes, and why do scientists believe they could be key to our survival on the Moon? From a distance, these holes might look like typical craters, the result of countless impacts over the last few billion years. But closer examination reveals something remarkable. Experts believe these pits are actually the remnants of ancient lava tubes, formed billions of years ago when the Moon was a geologically active world, still experiencing volcanic eruptions. As lava flowed across the surface, it carved out underground tunnels, which, after cooling and solidifying, left behind large, empty channels. On Earth, we have lava tubes too. Hawaii and Iceland boast some impressive examples, with tubes large enough to walk through, and the Kazumura Cave in Hawaii is the longest lava tube on Earth, stretching over 40 miles. But the Moon is a different beast. With only about 1/6 of Earth's gravity, lava tubes on the Moon can grow much larger, making them potential havens for future lunar explorers. These holes on the Moon are not simply craters, they're access points to these vast underground chambers, untouched for billions of years. Imagine exploring these ancient tunnels, stepping into a preserved landscape from the distant past, frozen in time. It's an opportunity for scientific discovery unlike any we've ever seen. How do we know these pits lead to underground caves? Thanks to advanced technology, scientists have mapped the Moon's surface and uncovered its hidden depths. High-resolution images have revealed branching tunnels at the bottom of several pits, especially in areas like Mare Tranquillitatis and the Marius Hills. The Selene orbiter detected an unusual echo pattern in one of the pits, further suggesting the presence of a large, hollow space beneath the surface. NASA's Grail mission also mapped the Moon's gravitational field, revealing areas with lower mass, indicating the presence of large empty spaces. China is now preparing to explore these lunar pits as part of its upcoming lunar missions. The potential to explore untouched geological features is already incredibly exciting. But what's even more intriguing is the possibility that these ancient caves could hold the key to humanity's survival on the moon. Living on the moon presents significant challenges. The lunar surface is a hostile environment, bombarded by constant radiation, micrometeorites, and solar storms, with no atmosphere to protect astronauts from deadly radiation. Temperatures swing between extremes, from 250 degrees Fahrenheit during the day to minus 200 degrees Fahrenheit at night. These harsh conditions make long-term habitation difficult. But what if there was a way to escape these dangers? That's where the lava tubes come in. These underground tunnels, naturally shielded by thick basalt walls, could offer protection from radiation, micrometeorites, and extreme temperatures. Data from NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter reveals that the temperature inside a skylight at Mare Tranquillitatis stays a steady 63 degrees Fahrenheit, a far cry from the blistering heat or freezing cold outside. Imagine this, a sprawling lunar base built within a lava tube. Inside, it's comfortable and stable, protected from the harsh conditions above. These tubes are enormous, some are over a kilometer wide, big enough to house entire city blocks. Picture a lunar colony with living quarters, research labs, factories, and recreational spaces, all tucked safely beneath the moon's surface. But these caves aren't just about keeping astronauts safe. What if we could create a self-sustaining colony inside these tubes? By sealing off parts of the tunnels and filling them with breathable air, we could create a livable environment with Earth-like conditions. This would be a game-changer for long-term lunar missions. The extreme temperature fluctuations on the surface make farming nearly impossible, but inside the stable environment of a lava tube, we could set up hydroponic systems to grow food. If we could establish a self-sufficient colony on the moon, we would reduce our reliance on Earth for supplies, making lunar habitation far more practical. Imagine stepping into a lunar cave with breathable air, steady temperatures, and a safe environment. You would still experience the moon's low gravity, which could lead to all kinds of fun and creative possibilities, like playing sports and bouncing around in the low-gravity environment. The potential is endless. However, before we start imagining lunar cities nestled inside lava tubes, we must first determine if these tunnels are safe. Can they withstand the forces of a moonquake? Could they collapse under the weight of human activity? That's where technology comes in. Scientists are developing tools like NASA's DU-Axel rover, designed specifically to explore extreme terrain like these pits. The rover can split in two, with one part remaining on the surface while the other descends into the pit, mapping out the cave below with cameras and laser scanners. There are also other robots in development, like the Deus, a small spherical rover that can roll through tight spaces inside lava tubes, creating detailed 3D maps. These robots will help determine if the caves are stable enough for human habitation. China is also working on its own set of exploration tools, including mobile robots equipped with imaging systems to study the underground spaces. All the data gathered will be crucial for assessing whether these lava tubes can safely house lunar colonies. Beyond offering protection and shelter, these lava tubes may also contain valuable resources. The moon is rich in helium-3, a rare isotope that could be used to fuel nuclear fusion reactors, providing nearly limitless energy. Water ice may also be found inside these caves, which could be a game-changer. Water is essential for life, not just for drinking but also for splitting into oxygen and hydrogen, which could fuel rockets and support further space missions. The discovery of water on the moon would make it a potential refueling station for missions to Mars and beyond. The race to colonize the moon is just beginning. Unlike the space race of the 1960s, which was focused on landing first, today's lunar race is about creating a permanent human presence. China, the United States, and private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are all working on building the infrastructure necessary to support long-term life on the moon. China's ambitions are clear. They plan to have a permanent base on the moon by 2030, and these lava tubes could be the perfect starting point. For China, the moon is not just a scientific curiosity, it's a key part of their geopolitical strategy and a launchpad for future exploration of the solar system. As we look to the moon, we are drawn to the same kind of shelter that our ancient ancestors sought here on Earth. Just as caves once provided a sanctuary for early humans, lunar lava tubes could become our new home in space. This is a poetic parallel, one that spans thousands of years. Humans are explorers by nature. We've always sought new places to call home, and maybe, one day, future generations will look back on this moment and see the moon not as a cold, distant rock in the sky, but as the place where humanity learned to live beyond Earth. The road ahead will not be easy. There are countless technical challenges, biological hurdles, and unknowns to overcome. But just as we once conquered the wilds of Earth, we stand ready to conquer the stars. The moon's strange pits may hold the key to that future, a future where humans don't just survive, but thrive, not only on Earth, but across the solar system. So, what do you think? Should humanity prioritize colonizing the moon, or should we focus on solving Earth's problems first? The future of space exploration is exciting, and the possibilities are endless. Stay tuned.